What if your name landed you in prison for a stranger's crime?
One traffic stop, one database ping, and a quiet HVAC tech became a wanted fugitive.
His boss laughed at first. The cuffs didn't. Rumors raced faster than facts. Power loved the shortcut. By the time anyone blinked, the door clanged shut.
Stay with me until the very end, and don't forget to tap like, subscribe, and drop a comment telling us where you're watching from.
Because what follows puts power itself on trial.
Darius Cole fixes air conditioners and saves receipts in neat envelopes. On a humid Tuesday, a Riverton County deputy pulls him over for a busted taillight. The patrol car computer chirps, warrant hit Darius Cole, aggravated assault. Same birth year, similar height, same first initial. The deputy calls it in. Darius offers ID, utility bills, and a union card. The deputy shrugs, tightens cuffs. The siren eats his name. At booking, fluorescent lights flatten faces into categories. A rookie clerk, tired and certain, clicks match. Lieutenant Keegan Rourke signs off. Close enough, let the court sort it. Word spreads, HVAC guy, violent alias. Darius is fingerprinted, photographed, denim swapped for orange. His phone buzzes itself to death on a metal tray. The first night is a whisper race, wrong man or clever liar? In court, Assistant DA Marla Voss arrives with thunder. Your Honor, the defendant has used the alias Darius Cole across jurisdictions. Public Defender Priya Shah meets Darius 5 minutes before the docket call. She sees the mistake and feels the machine. Bail is set high, priors, someone else's, poison the numbers. Darius stares at the seal behind the judge, trying to calculate the cost of air he used to repair. Inside the county lockup, Warden Reed Malloy runs a tight ship with loose patience. Guards label Darius Cole because paperwork says so. Calls to his sister, Simone Hart, vanish into automated menus. At work, his supervisor freezes his paycheck pending clarification. Online, a neighborhood forum posts his mugshot beside rumors. Marla Voss smiles into the cameras, we're holding a dangerous repeat offender. Truth becomes an unpopular guest. Priya files a motion to verify biometrics, citing fingerprints from Darius's HVAC licensing. The judge schedules a hearing 3 weeks away. Rourke hands Priya a stack of scanned reports, edges blacked out by haste. In the pod, Darius trades his last commissary coffee for a pencil to write dates, times, names. And then, the midnight shakedown flipped his mattress and found nothing but his name. Journalist Leon Park hears the phrase clerical match from a courthouse custodian who hates waste. Leon visits Simone, who holds a shoebox of Darius's meticulously labeled receipts. Dates overlap with the alleged crimes. Leon posts a quiet story, wrong name, real cell? It barely trends, but a retired records supervisor, Calvin Pruitt, reads it while feeding his cat and frowns at the warrant number. Calvin Pruitt emails Priya, check warrant 14B771. 2 aliases mixed after a 2018 merger. Priya drags Rourke into a conference room and plays voicemail logs from a detective in neighboring Kincaid County requesting cold scar over eyebrow. Darius has no scar. Rourke shifts in his chair. Priya breathes hope like a fragile flame. Malloy, hearing whispers, orders Darius moved to medical for safety, which sounds like punishment. In medical, Darius sleeps under buzzing ballast lights, relearning time by 4 drips down the hall. Leon returns with photos, church cookout, job site logs, a traffic ticket stamped 2 counties away from the assault scene. Marla Voss counters on television, identity manipulation is sophisticated. Mr. Cole is practicing. The courthouse elevator stalls. A juror pool watches Darius shuffle by and decides something he cannot reach. Priya files a second motion, expedited AFAS fingerprint comparison, facial scar verification, and in order to inspect the original complaint. Judge Aurelia Benton, flinty and fair, grants half, delays half. Rourke mutters about short-staffed labs. Leon digs through procurement records. The county's database vendor flagged mismatches last year. Emails read like apologies mailed to avoid. Priya tightens timelines. Darius counts tiles and prayers. Marla Voss doubles down, presenting grainy CCTV stills of a man in a hoodie. "Look at the gate," she says. "Identical." Priya objects, the court observes. Rourke brings a witness statement from a bar bouncer recalling Cole's ring tattoo. Darius holds up both hands, skin clean, knuckles scarred from honest labor. Voss calls tattoos easily removed. The gallery hums, truth evaporating under fluorescent conviction. On the day of the biometric hearing, records supervisor Yvette Morales arrives uninvited, clutching a banker's box. Inside, the original paper warrant, edges coffee-stained, and the intake photo from Kincaid County Darius Cole with a jagged eyebrow scar and a ring tattoo of a compass. Yvette testifies the database fused two D. Cole/Cole profiles after a software patch. The shortcut they used to catch him now exposes them. Judge Benton orders immediate AFIS prints. The match report returns with bureaucratic music, no match. She stares at Voss. "Counselor?" Voss requests a continuance to explore anomalies. Benton denies it, sets an evidentiary hearing for morning. Leon tweets a sentence that lands like a gavel. When power speeds, it runs red lights. Outside, Simone exhales a storm she's been holding since the siren. Priya presents job log showing Darius repairing a freezer coil at Riverside Hospital during the assault window. Two nurses submit affidavits. Leon secures vendor warnings that the county ignored. Rourke, looking older, admits no one physically verified the scar or tattoo. The courtroom temperature drops. Voss tries to pivot, defendant could have accomplices. Benton raises a palm. "We are not prosecuting possibilities." Malloy receives a call, prepare for release if ordered. He nods, looks at the whiteboard listing bed counts, and erases Cole/Cole. Guards grumble about paperwork. In the hallway, Voss corners Rourke, "You'll back my good faith argument." Rourke swallows, remembering the stamp he threw down without checking. In medical, Darius folds his orange shirt into a rectangle, as if careful fabric can hold a future together. A data analyst, Tasha Nguyen, testifies via video. The county's identity algorithm favored name proximity over biometric certainty after a budget cut. Her slide shows D. Cole merging with D. Cole during high-load hours. Calvin Pruitt, retired and stubborn, points to a training memo recommending manual checks for scars and tattoos. "We wrote the guardrails," he says. "They steered onto the shoulder anyway." Yvette, voice steady, states she flagged the error months ago but received deferred stamps. Leon films the hallway where a bulletin board still displays the vendor's red letter warning. Priya asks for immediate dismissal with prejudice. Voss objects, insisting reasonable confusion. Benton leans forward, reasonable confusion ends where due diligence begins. Simone grips her necklace in both hands, as if holding Darius's future between her palms. A late arriving affidavit lands. A Kincaid County bartender remembers Darius Cole bragging about a dumb country that copies names wrong. Attached, a Polaroid from last Christmas, Cole's compass tattoo visible as he flashes a mean grin. The photo timestamp places him in Kincaid during Darius's hospital job. But one detail never left the page, buried in plain sight, spelled like a warning. In open court, Priya sets down the Polaroid and the AFIS mismatch report beside Darius's HVAC license fingerprints. "This is the man you want," she says, tapping Cole's scar. "This is the man you took."
She turns to Voss. "And this is the machine you trusted instead of your eyes." Rourke clears his throat, admits error. The gallery stops breathing, waiting for a sentence not measured in years. Judge Benton reads slowly, as if printing each word onto stone. The court finds Darius Cole and Damian Cole are distinct individuals. She orders dismissal with prejudice, immediate release, sealing of erroneous records, and a hearing on sanctions. She refers to Voss's office for internal review and mandates a county audit of the identity system. Malloy receives the order, nods once, and unlocks the door. The click sounds like mercy. The hallway explodes, voices, relief, apologies tripping over boots. Darius steps into daylight holding a plastic bag of belongings. Reporters press microphones. He raises one hand. "I'm going home first." Voss approaches, face tight. "No comment," she says to cameras, but Darius hears, "I'm sorry," shaped silently. And then every voice fell silent as the real name crossed the scanner. 2 weeks later, state police arrest Damian Cole during a traffic stop, scar and compass tattoo matching the old intake photo. He confesses to the assault and boasts about "that other guy doing my rehearsal time." The prosecutor in Kincaid files charges, Riverton issues an apology. Priya files a civil rights suit. Judge Benton's sanctions trigger a policy overhaul, biometrics first, names second, shortcuts never. At Simone's apartment, friends pass paper plates and quiet respect. Darius returns to the job site, his supervisor hands back the frozen paycheck and a new contract. Leon runs a follow-up titled "Systems Don't Make Mistakes, People Program Them." Rourke retires early, penning a letter about the cost of hurry. Voss steps to a podium and owns it, "We were wrong." Yvette trains a new clerk, "Check the scar." On a summer evening, Darius stands beneath a rooftop unit he's repaired, the fan thrumming like a steady heart. He opens the envelope of old receipts and adds one new slip, "Freedom verified." Lesson: names open doors, but truth checks the lock. Justice isn't a feeling, it's a process that resists speed and loves proof. If you believe stories like this deserve to be heard, subscribe to this channel and never miss the next case where truth prevails.